The end of the shift is near, at last. I have updated the duty logs. Not that there was a lot to report. Still, we have our duties. You will need to approve the logs before the captain arrives. Unless you are fond of cleaning up after his targ. The logs are up on my station now. Use it to transfer them into the record of battle. Ha! Battle. The only battle we face is against the forces of boredom. We are warriors of the Empire. We should be finding glory against Starfleet in honorable combat, not flying through empty space.
Interactable items. You have completed a task by approving the duty and press the X button to your interact with the Lieutenant Kagan.
I hope the logs didn't bore you too much. I almost fell asleep writing them. If you'd like something more entertaining, I've made some adjustments to the standard disruptor training program on the holodeck. I think you'll find them interesting. Captain on the bridge! Nook-nech! I see you and Kagan kept my ship from blowing up during your watch. Kahless would be proud. I relieve you. Return in 6 hours, Lieutenant. You are dismissed.
Proceed down the hall to the holodeck controls. Use the panel to program the holodeck. An arrow will appear on the minimap if you are far away from your objective. The holodeck is initializing. Do not enter. The training program is ready. You may enter now. In combat, press the R2 button to use your weapon's primary attack, and press the R1 button to use your weapon's secondary attack. While in combat, certain actions are disabled. Once you drop out of combat, more detail about ground combat will become available. Return to the entry door. Leave the holodeck and proceed down the hallway to the turbo lift. Cross the hallway, enter the crew quarters, and sleep in your rack.
Any news from the bridge? Will we be preparing for battle soon?
Our disruptors gather dust in the lockers here. We need to find battle, and soon.
I dreamt we hadn't run out of blood wine last week. If only that were true. I think Captain Gerlach knows something we don't.
It is hard to sleep when we could be in battle at any time.
The rock that Gino this thing spits out isn't fit for a Targ.
Have you tried that human drink? Prune juice? Ugh, it is a warrior's drink.
There's only one worthy human delicacy. It is called haggis. Lieutenant Duran's Parmar works on Kronos. I went through training with him. Great engineer, terrible gambler.
Whoever programmed the replicator should be shot. It can't make anything close to decent food.
You're like the Sigma. We're ready to receive your prisoner.
Acknowledged. We're beaming the piece of Bach-talk to you, now. I recommend you muzzle him. The sound of his voice is irritating.
If he irritates me, I will feed him to my favorite Targ, piece by piece. Shields! Raise shields!
Kapla, you're alive. This is First Officer Duran. We have sustained damage from a surprise attack. I need you performing damage control to get this ship back in action.
Sometimes, missions specialized to your career class are available.
Whatever you did down there, it's working.
Here is the situation. We took custody of a Federation prisoner from the IKS Segpa. Almost immediately after transport, a Starfleet cruiser showed up and attacked. We took some severe damage, but we were able to get our shields up before they could beam over. They've launched shuttles and have boarded the ships on the lower decks. Our security teams are tied up all over the ship, so I need your help securing the lower deck. Grab a rifle from the armory locker and then make your way to the lower decks. I don't know how they were able to enter our shuttle bay, so check the bodies for anything that can give us a clue as to how they were able to board us. One or two of them might be carrying something useful.
Approach the armory locker. Press the triangle with your switch between your two equipped weapons. Press the options button and select the captain.
This is your character. Here you can see your equipped items and devices. Select any item slot for your captain, and the equip window will show all available items that can be used in that slot.
Enemies have a chance to drop items.
This is Captain Jurlik. I have the prisoner you seek, and I do not wish to be captured or killed. I will permit your boarding shuttles to land on my ship in exchange for my release once you have the prisoner. My crew must never learn of this, so arm your boarding parties and expect resistance once you board.
You recovered that message from the Federation borders? My suspicions about our Pataka the Captain have been confirmed. I've been seeing signs of Jurlik's cowardice and incompetence for months now. But finally, this is the proof I need to check. I see that you are near the brig. I want you to talk to the Federation prisoner there. Find out why he is so valuable. And then report back directly to me. Kapla!
The prisoner is still here. Starfleet's rescue attempt has failed.
Something on your mind, Second Officer? You do know your captain's a traitor, right? And now two of you know. That's a start. Tell me, does Duran know about Jurlek's dishonor as well? Well then, I'm guessing you'll be first officer before too long. Can't imagine Duran letting something like that slide.
How do you know so much about our crew, Starfleet?
It's my business to know things. If I were you, I'd check in with soon-to-be Captain Duran. She'll probably want to talk about your promotion.
I'm afraid First Officer Duran is indisposed. Permanently. Report to the bridge at once. Unless you wish to join her in Stovokor.
Well, I was half right. Congratulations on your promotion, First Officer.
The captain has dishonored himself. You are the next ranking officer. It is your right to challenge him to a duel, to the death. If you defeat him, the ship is yours. Go. You know what must be done.
It took you long enough. Take your station. We have work to do if we are to survive. Well, what are you waiting for? The blessing of Kalis? Do as you're told, or I will find someone who will. Oh, you stand for the crew, eh? You think you can kill me and take my command? Duran was a better warrior than you, and she now sings in Stovokor. You will fare no better, whelp. Think. We fight a war we cannot win. Not even Tukuzma could defeat the Federation. And they were far weaker then. Why should we die for Jimpock's folly? Young fool! I plan on living a long and prosperous life. I give you one last chance. Stand down, or your corpse will be cooling on the deck next to Duran's. What say you? As you wish. I've killed one hero today. Why not litter the deck with the body of another? Draw your weapon, and try to die well, fool.
Enemy targets on sensor.
Give me warrior's death.
Ha! Well fought! An honorable victory! Under Imperial law, you are now the captain. I will enter the change of command into the record of battle. I am Kagan, son of Kerr. I now take my place as first officer. I serve the captain, but I stand for the crew. Engines and shields are online, sir. Engineering expects to restore our weapons soon. The cloaking device may take a bit longer, however. The Starfleet vessels that attacked us are still in the area, and the Segpa is moving to engage them in battle. There is glory to be found there. What are your orders, Captain?
Congratulations, warrior.
Captain, there is no sign of the Segpa on scanners. We do not know if the Feds destroyed her, but I suggest we not worry about that just yet. Engines and shields are operational, but we need Iridium to facilitate immediate repairs to other systems, and our Iridium stores were lost in the ambush. Fortunately, there are some asteroids in the vicinity that might have what we need.
Press the up button to Kagan has joined your crew.
Helm, full stop! Captain, I recommend we use the scanners to see if this contains any Iridium. No Iridium on the scanners, but that nearby asteroid field may have what we need.
Use your minimap or press the touchpad button to see where your next objective is. Hold the up button to activate and deactivate full impulse.
Helm, full stop! Captain, I stopped the ship this time, but from now on you'll be responsible for controlling the speed of the ship. We have found several asteroids that contain Iridium, Captain. Weapons are back online.
Press the R2 button to fire energy weapons.
Warning. Ship is under attack.
Bashkar! We found some Iridium!
An item has dropped for you. Move near the item, and it will be automatically added to your inventory.
Captain, I'm picking up a Starfleet distress signal. Seems that a frigate looking for us took a hit in a nearby asteroid field. They are disabled. They won't be out of action for long. I suggest we put an end to their hunt while we can. What are your orders, Captain?
You must be within 10 kilometers.
Mayday, mayday! We are disabled and under attack by the Baral we were searching for. Request assistance.
Shields have failed.
By clicking on the icon or pressing Alt+1.
Sir, a Federation repair team just walked in. I suggest you take them out as well.
Captain, the Feds are jamming our sensors. We can't get a lock on the SEGPA while they do. We have determined the location of the ships that are jamming us, however. We should eliminate them so we can continue our search for the SEGPA. It will be a tough fight, but the crew hungers for battle. I think we're up for the challenge. Your orders, Captain?
Activate your cloaking device to hide from enemy sensors. You cannot cloak in combat, and you must decloak first before you can attack. After decloaking, you receive a damage bonus for 5 seconds. You cannot fire until you
Enemy ships destroyed. Jamming effect neutralized. We are clear to resume our search for the SEGPA, Captain. Your orders?
This is Captain Kagdar of the IKS SEGPA. Where is Captain Jurlek? Ha! Finally! That miserable Toba has been a blight for far too long. Congratulations! May you bring glory to your ship and your house. Speaking of which, do you want to join our fight against this Federation Patak? My long-range comms are down, so I cannot notify High Command of the situation.
Communications officer, make a report to command. Give them our coordinates, and tell them we are moving to assist the SEGPA in battle. Captain, the Starfleet vessel is hailing us. Do you wish to respond?
This is the Federation ship USS Musashi hailing incoming Klingon vessel. Captain Jurlek, what are you... Wait. Where is Captain Jurlek? Well then, I assume
Captain,
you realize
Klingon
how
Defense
outgunned
Force
you are?
reinforcements are
I'll
warping
cut
in.
you the same deal I had with Jurlek. Give us your prisoner, and we'll let you escape. And live to fight another day. Failure to comply means we'll disable your ship and take the prisoner by force.
It looks like Starfleet wants a fight. Shall we give them one, Captain?
You're making a huge mistake.
We are going to stay here while repairs are underway. But you need to get that Federation prisoner to Kronos immediately. High Command is expecting him. You probably want to space him by now. I know I did. But that would be a career-ending move for you. Just get him to Kronos.
Congratulations, warrior. So you're the one with my prisoner. Congratulations! We've captured him many times, but no one has ever actually gotten him as far as Kronos before he escaped. He's quite the prize. Beam him down directly to the prison here in First City, and we'll make arrangements for the prisoner transfer. Kronos prison facility out. The prisoner has been received. The prisoner has been received and muzzled. Typical human, in love with the sound of his own voice. Oh, some stuffy bureaucrat tried to reach you here. Word about your promotion has traveled fast, it seems. I suggest you present yourself to the High Council and get the formalities out of the way.
Qapla', what do you require from Klingon Temporal Intelligence? I am Lieutenant Quan of Klingon Temporal Intelligence. Starfleet has their own temporal division, and so it was decided that the Klingon Defense Force devote a portion of its efforts to monitoring the time stream. Although we've been forced to spend much of our time over the past few years cleaning up the mess left behind by the House of Bavat, we deal with all past and future threats against the Empire. I am authorized to discuss with you matters dealing with time travel or any visits you may have had from visitors who claim to be from another time.
There she is! The hero that brought us a Federation prisoner. The warrior who saved the Segpa. The rightful heir of a starship by right of personal combat. You have done well to start your career. I will be keeping an eye on you and your progress. Now, before you go flying off to find your adventure, there is the matter of your duties as a captain in the Klingon Defense Force. First off, There is the matter of Lieutenant Doran's husband, her Parmach. It is your duty to inform him of her death, as you are now her superior officer, even in death.
We will find Chagrin, Doran's Parmach, working at the exchange.
Greetings! I am Farm, a fully certified banker and financial investor. What can I help you with today? Buy low, sell high. It's just like the 9th rule of acquisition says. Opportunity plus instinct equals profit. This is the Exchange, located in First City here on Kronos. Here you have access to your personal bank, as well as the bank of any fleet you might be a part of. In addition, there are exchange terminals located throughout, where you can buy and sell items from other captains like yourself. Chagrin. Oh, right. He's one of the maintenance engineers. Make sure the exchange computers are up and running. Last I knew, he was running diagnostics in the warehouse, located in the back of the exchange. One more thing. As a first-time visitor to this exchange, you've qualified for a free sample of our fine merchandise. You won't find better quality anywhere on Kronos, Warrior. And if you like it, feel free to come back. Like the Grand Nagus always says, the only thing better than a first-time customer is a repeat customer.
You have received a kit appropriate to your profession. Open your inventory and double-click it to equip it. With a kit equipped, abilities are added to your action bar that you can perform in ground combat.
Nausicaan smugglers. They must have known I was all alone in here. Ambushed me. They're pirates, robbing the exchange. Someone must stop them. I'm too injured to... You fight well. You've given me time to recover my strength. But now I must find Mazarog and put an end to that miserable Takek's treachery!
Well, tell them, Shukri. Who am I?
Mazarog! You're nothing but a smuggling Yintah!
No. Wrong as always. I'm the one who's going to kill you. A real warrior never lets his prey escape.
You dare to challenge a warrior of the Empire? You said you had something to tell me. I understand. She was a true warrior. Tell me, exactly how did she die? It is good you were able to avenge her death, but she failed. I will not have Doran denied entrance to Stovokor because she died at the hands of a traitor. If you would have me, I would join your crew and fight by your side in her name. My talents as an engineer are wasted here in these warehouses. Let me battle worthy foes! You will be a captain worthy of my service. We are being hailed, Lieutenant. Prison warden. Something I should know about?
That prisoner you dropped off escaped with the help of two accomplices. One was a male Orion and the other a Nausicaan. The Orion caused a commotion, filing a complaint regarding a prisoner transfer that never occurred, and then kept shouting until he managed to distract the entire room. Meanwhile, the Nausicaan made his way into the cell block and shorted out the force field controls. Cameras caught him equipping our Federation prisoner with a holo-emitter disguise. The three then escaped into the city in the aftermath. This isn't the first time we've captured this prisoner. You're the only warrior who's managed to get him as far as Kronos. Your previous success has been noted, and so you are to track down this fugitive and return him once more. Get to it! Security cameras caught the trio heading north before they were lost in the crowd. You are to search there for any witnesses that may lead us to their hiding location. I don't care what this prisoner knows. He's been more trouble than his value to intelligence. If he happens to die during capture, there will not be an inquiry.
I think I know where we can start looking for the criminals. The Chamber of Judgment is nearby, close to the Lake of Fire. An old judge I know likes to sit near the lake between trials. He might have seen something, and he's no friend to criminals. If he saw them, he will be happy to bring them to justice. The Lake of Fire is just outside of the exchange. With luck, the judge will be there.
Look, Nick, if you've come to try and curry my favor in the courtroom, you're wasting your time and risking my wrath. Curious. I did see such a trio recently, but thought little of it. On reflection, the human was garbed in a heavy cloak, perhaps to conceal his prison uniform. Indeed, they headed north, then west. They may have sought one of the tailors there to acquire new clothes to disguise themselves.
Head west from the courtyard and down the stairs to the tailor.
The stranger with the Orion and Nausicaan? Yes, they were just here. They made a quick purchase and then made their way to the bar to the west. Speaking of new clothes, I could outfit you and your crew in the latest in Klingon fashion for the right price. Come see me anytime.
Talon is a tailor, and you can visit him at any time to alter the appearance of your character, buy and sell weapons, armor, and personal shield generators, as well as commodities and consumables.
What can I get you? Ah, yes, them. They asked about another Orion, a fixer named Garat, then headed downstairs. Syndicate business, I'm guessing. Anyway, their business, not mine.
A stranger, an Orion, and a Nausicaan. Reminds me of a joke I heard once. Well, yeah, then again, perhaps this isn't the time for such things. You know, I did see such a group. They went into the back rooms, right over there, behind those doors. Always happy to help warriors of the Empire with anything they might need. Good hunting.
That is a suspiciously new console for an old building.
Enemy targets on sensor. Personal shield losing power.
It looks like the spies have set incendiary devices to cover their tracks. We should disable these in case they are set to ignite later. Let's resume our search for the human criminal. That room in the back looks like a good place to start.
You're too late. You may have defused the bombs, but your quarry is long gone.
He's not talking. Probably trained to withstand torture. We're not going to get anywhere with this one.
KDF security is on their way. They can take this Bachtag to the infirmary. According to the logs, the last transport was to the shipyard in orbit above Kronos. If we don't hurry, our prisoner could easily secure passage out of the system. I recommend we go to the shipyard at once. We need to make our way to the transporter pad to beam to the shipyard, Captain.
This blood white is weaker than a Ferengi alibi. But at least there's plenty of it. Think your ship is fast? Faster than mine? I am thinking that it is not, and that you have no Garumba. That look on your face tells me that you disagree. I know a way we can find out.
Step onto the transporter pad and instruct the transporter chief to beam you to the shipyard. The transporter here can take you to the shipyard, the Klingon Academy, or directly back to your ship in orbit. The shipyard is where you can purchase new ships when you achieve the appropriate rank, as well as customize and outfit ships you own.
You interested in buying a slightly used ship? Oh yes, just minutes ago. I sold him a shuttle. He seemed in a rush to leave. Didn't think anything of it. I assume he's wanted by the KDF? Lucky for you, I kept a copy of the transponder code of the shuttle he just bought. And I will give it to you at no charge. In fact, since you're going after such a dangerous fugitive, let me throw in this technical manual. The spec should help your tactical officer to be able to eke some better performance out of your ship. Just to show you which side I'm on. Qapla'! And glory to the Empire, right?
Captain, we found the transponder signal. Standing by to beam you aboard and begin pursuit.
I'm disappointed he was able to get off Kronos, but not surprised. He's a slippery one. Do what you need to do to bring him back. You have his warp trail, so I begin with that. There is work to do.
From the heart of Kronos to the frozen wastes of Rurapenthe, Klingons have built an empire that values strength, honor, and skill in combat. To be Klingon is to be a warrior. Fight well, live with honor, die with a blade in your hand. If you can do these things, you will live forever in the stories and songs of the Empire.
On the front lines of the Klingon Federation war, brave captains from both sides battle to defend their homes and gain advantages for their faction. Each death has meaning, every victory can turn the tide. These are the conflicts that will determine the fate of the Quadrant.
Captain, the warp trail ends here. What are your orders? Captain, we've begun the scans. We'll start at a range of 5 kilocams and work our way out from there.
Captain, I recommend modifying the navigational beacons in this system to amplify our efforts in locating the prisoner. Beacon modified. Nothing yet. We should modify another beacon. Got him! Establishing a communication link now.
You? I am impressed. I thought Doran was the right choice for command, but apparently even I can be wrong. The KDF will do well with you in their ranks. You have the tenacity of a rabid targ. As much as I might deserve to rot in a Klingon jail cell and be interrogated to within an inch of my life on a daily basis, I have unfinished business. It's time I was going. I don't doubt that you would. However, I always have an escape plan. I've planted a tiny subroutine in all Starfleet computers. If any vessel arrives in the Boreth system, their sensors will pick up distress beacons from dozens of destroyed Starfleet starships. In addition, when we started this conversation, I sent out a few false maydays from these phantom vessels. Ships are already responding. You've proven yourself to be a skilled warrior already, so I'm sure you know that Kalis said it was acceptable to lose a battle to save an empire, or a ship. I suggest you leave before Starfleet arrives.
Captain, we're being hailed by one of the Starfleet vessels.
Klingon bird of prey, power down your weapons and shields, and prepare to be boarded. Our sensors are detecting several Federation distress beacons in this area. This trap is obviously your handiwork. Surrender now, or we will be forced to open fire. The beacons are as plain as... curious. They are no longer transmitting. Engineering, run a level 3 diagnostic on the sensors. I extend my apologies. We did not intend to violate Klingon space. We will be leaving now, if you will allow it. Rest assured that whomever tricked us here will be found and punished. On that, you have my word as a Starfleet officer.
Another Starfleet vessel has entered the system.
Attention, Klingon ships. We are here on a rescue operation.
Scanning the radiation will cause the wave scanner minigame to appear.
But we will defend ourselves if we must.
Captain, there's another contact on the scanners. How many ships did Starfleet have in our sector? We're ready to leave the system on your command.
It is unfortunate that the prisoner has eluded your search. That said, you did uncover a Federation spy nest in the heart of First City. We've deciphered their infiltration techniques and are cracking down on their spy network within the Empire. One of my prison guards was impressed with your tenacity and asked to be reassigned to your crew. You would be wise to accept it.
There is work to do.
You can train your bridge officer in a new ability, then select the new ability from the available list. Most training manuals, once learned,